Get my chat up.
Good morning, Darlene, Denise, and Monique. Good morning, Darlene, Denise, and Monique.
Make my day. I hadn't heard that in
In a while?
I haven't heard that in forever.
Mm-hmm.
This week has been nice because Traci was with me Monday. Lizz was with me Tuesday. Sandy and Traci was with me yesterday. Wednesday.
Day before, yeah.
Thursday, you were at the doctor.
Yep. So
And it's Friday.
Yay!
And now it's Friday, Friday, Friday.
And Terry better show up now that I have on my clown makeup. Go ahead.
Good morning to Grayscale. Good morning to you. Good morning to Grayscale. Good morning to you.
Good
Monique,
morning.
did you hear your song before when you were getting on, or did you miss it? Because I'll sing you your own song.
Sing it anyway.
Good morning, Monique. Good morning to you. Good morning, Monique. Good morning to you. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning to you. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning to you.
Grayscale, this morning, LizzAnn asked about you. She asked me, had I been able to catch you live any, you or Chrissy or
Bruce.
And I told her no, but I said, I get to see what you guys have finished. And sometimes I catch you on Facebook live.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
What in the heck? Oh, crap.
We got Myra.
Good morning to Myra. Good morning to you. Good morning to Myra. Good morning to you.
What? Are you? Don't forget to take my mail.
I got it.
I love you, baby.
I'll see you soon.
All right. You be safe. Let me know you got home okay.
Good morning, Diana. Good morning to you. Good morning, Diana. Good morning to you.
Oh, no, stop.
Oh, we had Leticia about an hour ago
Aw.
that she had to take her kids to school. She had a lot to do, but Diana, that's the best thing, to still be in your PJs at this time of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Hey, Diana.
I was so bummed yesterday. I got up and got showered and dressed because my little man was going to come over, and then he didn't make it over, my little Brian. And I was kind of bummed.
Yeah.
Because he's not going to, I mean, he'll be able to come over if I have another adult here, but after I have surgery for probably a couple of months, I'm going to have another grown up with me, or I'm not going to be able to keep up with him. He's just, he's a good boy and he listens really well, but he's just busy.
You're not going to be able to keep up with him.
I remember that. It was so hard when I come out of work. My back hurt so much, and I would keep Adriana, and she ended up being like a chunky butt. You know, she came in kind of small, but and I would keep her in this room. Of course, my grandson's bunk bed was where I'm actually sitting now, but I wouldn't walk out of the room. So the whole time she was here, even when I laid her down, I wouldn't even go in the next room and lay down. I just felt like I had to be in here with her. So by the time that her mom and her daddy would come get her, oh my gosh, I couldn't even barely stand up or move. And MawMaw would say, "Baby, you can't keep doing that." She said, you hurt way too bad to be, because I'd pick her up, put her on the changing table, and I tell Francis, I know, Mama, I'm just doing the best I can.
Mm-hmm.
But it
I
just,
know how that goes. You do the best you can, but you can only do so much.
and then she got to,
Amen.
if I was hurting really bad, I tell her, all right, girl, come on now, get in the bed. Nanny's hurting today, so we're going to stay in the bed. So, I mean,
Or when the other day when, well, it's probably been a couple weeks now that Ryan came over when my legs were hurting so bad. He held my hand and walked me to the bathroom. Then he went back in my bedroom and he said, "Let me know when you're done, Nana." And so I'm like, "Okay, come and get me." So he came and held my hand and walked me back out to the living room. Such a sweet boy.
Well,
Yeah.
Abriana, there was she was able to, she got to where she's able to go on in the bathroom by herself.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would ask her, did she need help? And it got real easy. By the time she was about 2.5 to 3 years old, it was very easy.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That baby thing.
got to savor those times of when they're little, because they grow up so fast.
That's exactly it. That is exactly what I told Ben and Marcy. I said, even though I'm having these 2 surgeries, I really need to have my time with Brian still, because he's only going to be at this stage where he thinks Nana's the best playmate in the world for just a little while. And then that goes away and he gets real friends and Nana's not so cool anymore.
Yeah.
Hey, it's all right. You'll still be okay. I promise. You'll always be cool. Tatum will be 12 this year.
Hopefully, yeah, because you're Tatum. He still loves you so much.
He does. It still hangs with, he hangs with his friends. Hey, Dwayne.
Good morning, Dwayne. Good morning to you. Good morning, Dwayne. Good morning to you.
Oh, Dwayne, I wore this in honor of you. Look at all that glitter. Don't you just love that glitter? Look at there. Bling, bling.
Glitter, bling, 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 went the trolley. Oh, that was ding, ding, ding.
Okay, you guys. We have been trying to figure out how to put this out here, but yet not put it out. One of our much loved, I guess I could say, panel members. It's not Lizz. We can't say a name, so it's not Lizz. Of course, it's not Sandy. And you see Traci and you see Denise. So it's not us.
It's me. I got a new phone, y'all, so you're going to have to excuse me.
Dwayne refers to her as Thunder Down Under. But you guys
can't say the name because of privacy reasons and to protect their privacy, as in the family and that privacy. Just that's why we're not saying a name. Good morning, Jen's Life. Good morning to you. Good morning, Jen's Life. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Jens.
Good morning, Jen.
Dwayne, you don't know this, but I got a message this morning from the daughter, and they've tried procedures. This person has been pretty much in a coma on a lot of morphine for about 3 weeks, ladies?
Yes.
Yeah, going close to a month now.
Yeah, almost a month.
She has not been able to speak to her kids. She hasn't come to do that. And the doctor, I got a message pop up this morning with them being in Australia. I get a pop up at different times, but her daughter stays in touch with me. And the doctor said he wasn't even looking for her to make it when he came in this morning, which was their day ahead. So, yeah. It's been really rough, you guys.
Yeah.
So it's one of the things that's been so overwhelming that it's hard to function, but I just had to get back on here. I've had to get back on here.
We need everybody to pray, 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 pray. Send it to your prayer group. Send it, bring it to any Christian that is willing to pray. Please pray for that family because
It looks bad.
they need her. They need her.
The oldest is 21 and the youngest is 13. 3 of them are on the spectrum of different degrees. The oldest daughter had to sit at that hospital every day, while she's watched her mother
drift away.
Her mother just wasting away.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To where the heart can't keep up, you guys. And this morning we tried to figure out so that way, like Monique said, you guys won't be like, well, I wish we would have known. No, it's not a virus. They thought it was one thing, but then they found out after she couldn't keep food down and kept losing weight, it was, I think, an infection in her colon lining.
Yes.
And it went undiagnosed for so long that now it's hard for her. Now her body can't retain anything, and she had to have a liver, what do you call it, dialysis?
Kind of like a dialysis, like a kidney dialysis, but for her liver.
So she can't filter out the toxins. And yes, sepsis. Yes.
Good morning to Kent. Good morning to you. Good morning to Kent. Good morning to you.
Hey,
Good
Kent.
morning. So
sweetheart.
The infection has actually gotten into her glands.
Yeah.
Everywhere the different glands are absorbing the infection, but the infection's not leaving the body.
Mm-hmm.
It's been the most emotional
roller coaster
after Denise lost Alvin. It
started right. I mean, like the worst of it started right after.
Yeah, it is, Tony. It's very devastating because she's our kid. She's the youngest on our panel. You guys, she is each of our daughter.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we, her children, we've seen all of them live except for the oldest, but we feel like we've known them. Like there are children too.
Mm-hmm.
There's Humble Barista.
Good morning, Humble Barista. Good morning to you. Good morning, Humble Barista. Good morning to you.
Yes, she always hung out with you in the corner. I will be putting something together of the spiritual stuff that's been going on. Oh, thank you, Humble Barista. We've been gone for a while. We've been gone for a while and had to get back. Just had to get back.
Well, there's a lot that's happened.
But there is a lot of stuff going on that's absolutely amazing. Things that she has mumbled and concerning the spiritual things.
Mm-hmm.
And, I can't wait to put those all in perspective from the chat. And it's that part of it has been, it's hard to even explain.
Awesome.
Unless you've how I would take from what her daughter says and then I copy pasted the girls because she's not comfortable. She's not comfortable talking to, I guess, the group. And that's okay. That's okay. Just because she feels inadequate. She's very high functioning, but she's on the spectrum, but it's hard to tell, because she's very articulate and everything, but I guess she has social anxieties.
Yes.
But
that's part of hers.
We've each broke down at different times concerning her.
And we pray that she comes out of this, because I'm telling you that some of the things she has said while she's in this coma, when she comes out of this, she is gonna have a story to tell.
Or if she don't remember any of it, she's gonna be able to read it.
Yeah.
And it has been, I've never experienced anything like this. And I've had to kind of explain it to her daughter what's going on. And it's really amazing on that front. And like we've all said, maybe God's kept her around for her oldest daughter. Maybe it's been a message for all of us. And
it's one of those, you drop a rock in the water and the ripple effect. That's what it's doing. It's spreading out everywhere.
But
good morning to Hattie. Good morning to you. Good morning to Hattie. Good morning to you.
Hello, Hattie. How you doing, sweetie?
But I've also, some of the times that I was thinking I should be on, but I wasn't. Sometimes it was all day, me and her messaging, her asking me questions about the Lord and about God, and me being able to try and me pray, God, please give me the words to tell this young girl. So I thank God, because that person was there when MawMaw was in the hospital, right along with the rest of them with FaceTime. And now God has honored me to allow me to be with her daughter.
Exactly.
I mean, what better thing what honor is it? But yet the ladies can still send her messages as they come when they think of things.
Yeah.
So, Hattie, we're talking about one of our dear panel members, the youngest one that we can't name the name yet.
Needs prayer bad.
Just pray for her and her family. She's
in a coma.
Very, very sick. And if any of you guys who we know and love her want to know a little bit more information, and you can't ask in the chat because we can't confirm some things, send one of us a message through Facebook Messenger. We would be more than happy to let you know.
Yes.
Good morning, the truth. Good morning to you. Good morning, the truth. Good morning to you.
Oh,
the truth.
These brave women inspire me daily. The Lord is with them with every step and breath they take. God bless. Thank you so much, the truth. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, the truth.
Some days lately we haven't felt so brave, but we are trying.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go because I'm getting really emotional right now.
Yep. Love you, sweetie.
I love you guys too. I love you, Darlene, and everybody in the chat. I love you bunches, guys.
Love you, Denise.
Okay, love you.
All right.
Casey just come in here and he reminded me of how after my dad's stroke, the doctor said he didn't know how my dad still made it because both of his carotid arteries was completely clogged. But he explained that the blood coming through the spinal cord, it redirected. And he lived about 8 more years. So Casey pretty much was letting me know if God wants her to be back, she will be. Oh, Tony, you're family to me too.
Absolutely.
Okay, I will, Kent. I will. Hey there, John.
Good morning to John. Good morning to you. Good morning to John. Good morning to you.
Good morning, John. So there was just, I didn't get over MawMaw, but it was getting better. And losing Alvin,
that was a rough one on all of us.
It was.
And of course, the most on his soulmate.
And then when Denise she was so sick that she had to be put in the hospital. And they almost lost her. She coded. It was like, it was just sadness overload. And, it's a lot has happened with each and every one of us. Pain, death, a lot. But with you guys reaching out to me and you guys sending your prayers to us and, basically saying, come back on so we can help pray and uplift the group. And all of that has meant so much. So, so that's why this morning we just had to put it out there in the best way we can.
Yeah, it's something that we know that the people who care, and you have a right to know, but we've been trying to be so careful to protect the privacy of the family because that was her wishes.
Yes.
Before.
Only because when she first went in the hospital, she said, please just make sure no one puts it out on social media. I know, Hetty.
She was afraid of what would happen with the children.
Hetty, Denise, I told Denise, I said, well, Hetty's lost hers, Blandine lost her husband. And it hits Denise. And, oh, thank you, Hetty. It hits Denise and it hits me sometimes, even though we have any of us have ever touched or hugged each other. It still feels like we're in the same room. And we love our husbands, each of our husbands, because they're kooky. All the men folks are kooky in their own way. But, we feel that loss deeply. Even you guys out there, if you have a loss, it's a family loss to me.
That's heartbreaking for all of us.
It is. And, I hid out in the bedroom for a while and I felt scattered. And Traci says she felt the same way. For a week or two, we just didn't FaceTime. It almost felt like we were just broken. Broken.
I think we were broken for a little bit, but we're doing the best we can.
Oh, Hetty. Yes, you are weird, Dwayne.
That's why we love you so much, Dwayne.
Hetty, this morning, yesterday I had my snotty cry. And we each kind of break down to each other at different times. One day, I might be stronger, and then the next day, somebody else is trying to, hold me up. And that's how we are with each other. But wasn't it yesterday? We just felt numb.
Yeah.
We had a scary, numb feeling.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, sing to Terry. Good morning to Terry. Good morning to you. Good morning to Terry. Good morning to you.
good morning, Terry. Good morning. Yes, Monique had hers this morning with all of us. She did. It's
It's just hard because you didn't, like we were saying, and we've said this many times, I would have never thought, even a few years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, that I could make friends that would be like sisters to me and brothers, over the internet, over technology, and never meet them in person at this point. But I'm so devastated when they hurt, I hurt. When they're sad, I'm sad. And we all know that Darlene and I kind of met through here, but at a time in my life where I had just lost my childhood best friend and my adult best friend, and I was so lonely and I needed a friend, and you guys have all became my friends, and I can't imagine, and especially over the last year when people were locked in their house, you couldn't really go anywhere. If I didn't have you guys as friends, and us girls did spend a lot of time, even when we weren't online, we spent a lot of time FaceTiming each other and talking to at least be supportive to each other through some really rough things. And it's important.
It is. And it used to be that way in the jewelry, when I'd go to like jewelry auctions and the jewelry things. And that's how I got comfortable with so many people and met most of you guys because of that. But this, what we do here is totally different. We're here. It's a support channel, I guess you would say.
Absolutely. Just
Um,
a fellowship, a time of fellowship and friendship. And
well, they thought that to start with, Myra, but I really think in the long run, I really think it started in her colon. I mean, because
I agree.
all the medicine that they tried her on didn't work. And then she kept losing weight and she kept being sick. And she couldn't keep food down. She wasn't keeping nutrients. And we absolutely watched her wasting away in front of us.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And Myra, like Monique said, I certainly feel like that mold contributed to the situation, but I don't think that it was necessarily the cause of all the problems. And there was a point in time that she thought that, but I don't think that was the total cause of everything.
She was misdiagnosed.
Oh, time and time again. Over and over again.
They wanted to treat it like an eating disorder, like when you're anorexic. They just wanted to treat her that way, and that's why she would walk out.
Oh, Terry.
Oh,
hugs, and more hugs for you. And I will be praying for you.
yes. I know it's hard. Relationship problems, Terry, especially from the get-go, they're hard. You go through a lot of things. And Myra, once you become immune suppressed, once your immune system can't take anymore, then it makes you sick.
Mm-hmm.
And
once you develop one autoimmune issue, they just start to snowball. Darlene and I both have had that situation. I had Graves' disease 30 years ago, and that's an autoimmune disease. And my RSD is autoimmune. And I mean, just one thing on top of another just always keeps cropping up.
it does, and it's frustrating. But for her to be so young, and her kids mean the world to her.
And then some.
Keeping them together, being a good mom, in which she has been, I've told her over and over, you are an awesome mom. She did not want to walk away from her children like she was walked away from and put in the system.
Mm-hmm.
So the daughter explained her as she's like a bull. I said, yep. You know, so she's got that determination. She's got that fight. But, you know, there's God, just like with MawMaw. When God was ready to take her home, he did.
Right.
And
wasn't easy on any of us, but that was what it was time. She was tired. She was ready to be with her love again.
yeah.
It had been a lot of years.
And she, you know, she was ready. She asked God to take her home. Just please take her home. And you know, I'm scared sometimes to. Okay, thank you for stopping by. I am so glad. Humble barista.
Humble barista, you have a good night rest, please.
Good night.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Boom, 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 boom.
But yeah, it's bittersweet.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to be a hard thing to talk about today. And like I said, it's hard to check my phone. It's always when I look at my phone, I'm so scared. So yes, you guys, the girls, I call all of us just the girls. Need your prayers.
Yes.
Hetty Denise still, she needs your prayers very much.
Yeah.
Because you understand about losing a husband more than what I understand, because my husband is still with me. I can only
Good morning, Ben. Good morning to you. Good morning, Ben. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Ben. And I'm like Traci, when my mind goes down and keeps going what it would be like to be without my husband, I start getting a panicky feeling.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Like I had a full-on panic attack.
Yeah.
And I don't get those, but I had a full-on panic attack because I thought, oh my gosh, what if that was me? What if I lost Ryan? What would I do? How would I survive? How would I go on? And I just like totally worked myself in a total tizzy.
Yeah. So you know, sometimes when I just don't know what to say, I'll just put words. I'll just put words and ... because sometimes I don't know how to convey to somebody, especially to me, 21 is a kid. It wasn't when I was that age. I thought I was grown, but to be 21 and sitting beside your mother is it's so much for her young age. It is.
Right. Well, you think about any time any of us have been in a situation where we needed to sit with somebody who was in the hospital and very ill, and how taxing that is on your body and on your energy and everything. And then to think of this child who's 21 years old and she's sitting there with her mother. Ben, there is a member of our panel who is very, very, very ill and potentially could lose her battle, although she's a bull and she's a fighter and she's still fighting. And we can't really specifically name names, but we'll get you filled in. It's a sad, sad story.
Did I email you? I wasn't sure if I emailed you what was going on.
Myra, we love you, Myra. Please come back and see us again on a happier day.
I know. We just
feel like we need to let you guys know.
Our kid, Ben, we can't per her wishes before she basically went in a coma, was not to share on social media. But our baby, our youngest daughter on the panel, I can say that.
Mm-hmm.
The one that Dwayne gave her the nickname Thunder Down Under. The doctors really was surprised she made it another day. So we had to decide we needed you guys to help pray. Pray for her children. She's got 3 at home. And her oldest daughter's 21 and has sat by her mama's side every day, not even going home for almost a month. I told her to go outside and try to breathe some fresh air, try to eat her a bite, but she's afraid to walk away from her mama's side, afraid she'll come back and she won't be there. So I pray for this young girl. I do. It has really hurt our hearts when we have FaceTime together. There'll be 1 or 2 of us that'll break down right there, do the snotty cries, and then, God allows somebody else to be the strength,
Mm-hmm.
Yes, this morning it was Monique. The other day it was, I forget how many tissues I went through. It's just, it's hard to explain, you guys. It's like waiting on MawMaw again all over. And that's how much I love these. I love everybody. I love hard. I love strong. And we each do.
Yeah, darling, we know that you love everybody deeply, and it's a hard situation. It is very heartbreaking.
It is. And with that and with Alvin, and then
and you look big, you've had Traci and MawMaw and Alvin, and now this is going on, and
Uncle William.
Uncle William. Yeah, I mean, there's just been so much.
And then having to step away from a very, very close friend, that I had to just step away from. And Traci knows how I am about that. Traci knows. I have prayed and cried and prayed over a family's, friend's family.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, had to step away. And even that's not easy for me.
No, it's not easy.
And I even told him I have cried and prayed for your family. So I don't handle losing people out of my life. I don't.
No.
I love, there's a lot of people you can love, but you have to love from a distance. If anything that's going on is going against what God wants you to do, or what you share with them, that God says this isn't pleasing, then if they don't listen, you just have to step away if it's causing you a lot of pain and stress. And it was. Traci and them knew it was.
Mm-hmm.
So there's been a lot.
Mm-hmm. And then, I mean, this is absolutely, you guys, I'm not even trying to make this even sound like it's even close to what's going on. In a very minor situation in comparison, June 21 and June 28th, I will be having surgery on 2 consecutive Mondays in my spine on scar tissue, and it's a risky situation. I wouldn't mind prayers, but I would love to have the prayers, but we need to lift up the people who really need it. And
Well,
so I have that going on in my head besides all this other stuff going on, and it's like I like feel like I'm in a total brain fog lately.
yeah, I forgot to pay my phone bill, my T-Mobile. I'm like, oh my goodness, how could I just forgot to leave that much money in the bank? How could I have forgotten that? But with everything going on, and then of course tax time, the last day of May 17th was the last day to file taxes. Well, I filed my taxes May 17th, so
Mm-hmm.
it's a little bit of everything. And
Yeah.
I did hide out for a few days. I just, and two, it's easy to hide out in MawMaw's room. The girls have seen pictures of it. I painted it,
Mm-hmm.
and it's pretty, and it's comforting, and it's like I knew it would be. It's almost like when you lay on your grandmama's couch when you were
Mm-hmm.
a kid, and you'd be asleep, but yet you would feel a warm blanket. Do you remember that? How they'd always cover you up?
Yeah.
And once that warm blanket would be laid on you, it's like so much. So that's what MawMaw's room is for me now. It is somewhere that I can just lay in there and feel like all is well with the Lord, all is well with the world.
Mm-hmm.
And you're right. Good morning, One Speed. Wait, one.
Good morning, 1SP. Good morning to you. Good morning, 1SP. Good morning to you.
Well, Kent, what he does, we might not can handle it, but on our own, but he gives us human companionships.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, if I come out of this surgery, I mean, there is a potential that I could come out with not having use of my legs or having no feeling or both. Or they could be the same way they are now. There's lots of possibilities. And like I said to the girls earlier, I can live with that. If I am in a wheelchair the rest of my life and still have my body and my faith and my friends, I can live with that. I'll feel bad for my husband but I can live with that. So that's the thing, is, you know, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and that's because of your faith in God.
Yes. So, you know, we all talked one day, the girls and us, we were talking, and, you know, I told them, I said, well, maybe it's not that we've lost a lot and it's traumatic. Maybe God brought us together. So when it got to this part in each and every one of our personal lives, that we had each other, because God knows, He knows what our future, He knows in advance that we don't.
Right.
So He gave us a coping mechanism. And that's what I call this channel. I tell people this channel is my therapy. I said,
Oh, yeah.
I have a good therapy. I said, we have very good therapy sessions. I said, yeah. So my doctor said, well, that's good because you look better. You look like you're in better spirits. I said, I am.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what's the difference if we all sat in a circle in a real building, that we would have to be sitting 6 foot apart from each other?
Right. And look at even now, I mean, within the last year, people who live in the same town had to do meetings over the computer. So now it's not any different than what a lot of people are going through.
Oh, Dwayne, yes, I do. Bill me for the therapy sessions. See, Dwayne always, he's look, he's one of the girls.
Dwayne is definitely one of the good guys that are out there. Not every guy out there is a good guy, but Dwayne is definitely a good guy. He doesn't like to admit it, but he is. Good morning, Chris. Oh, good morning to you. Good morning, Chris. Oh, good morning to you. I'm having a hot flash.
Love you, Chris. But yeah, Dwayne is one that whenever I was having to go to the hospital when I had when I was sick, I'd always take the selfie, hospital selfie, and send it to Dwayne. Oh, his wife would think, what in the world? Why did she send all this stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Or either me sending a giraffe that can't stand up and wobbly because Dwayne had knee surgery. And then him sending me something because my arm was hurting. So if you're not able to have some humor, to counteract the sadness, it would be too much to bear if you can't do both. And you guys, anytime I come back on here, I get my smile back. I get my joy back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Ooh.
I will put that down, Ben.
Absolutely, Ben. Absolutely.
Now, Ben, is that the brother that lost his best friend? Let me see. I wrote it down. No, that was Force Speed. That was Tim, Force Speed. I know, Ben. Ben, I've lost all 3 of my brothers. From 1974 up to 5 years ago was my last one that I lost. So 74, when I was 30, I lost my oldest brother. And then 5 years ago, I lost my brother 2 years younger than me. So he didn't.
How old were you when your little brother was hip?
I was if it's 74, I was 9. I wasn't at my 10th birthday yet. So he would have been 4 in a few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. And then I was 30, losing my oldest brother to suicide. And then my redheaded brother that I called Dwayne, because he was mischievous, redhead freckles, he got pancreatic cancer, and it took him very quick. And he didn't make it to his 50th birthday. So, and then we lost Kevin's brother, Traci, which, you're in the family 35 years. They're your brother. They're your sister.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really a sister-in-law or brother-in-law.
No.
But yeah, like Traci said, we lost on Kevin's side right there at the same time. Just it hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Ben, and we understand that too. Brothers by choice, not blood. Good morning, Danielle.
Good morning, Danielle. Good morning to you. Good morning, Danielle. Good morning to you.
I like that name, Danielle Marie. But see, Ben, when I say my prayers at night, I pray for the family. I pray for all my family, but I pray and thank God for the family He gave me, but was not born to me.
Mm-hmm.
The sisters and the brothers that I have now, I thank Him for them, and I pray over them. And that's you guys. And I have really been speaking the name of our girl that is not with us right now. And if she comes out of this, it will be a miracle. It will be a wonderful miracle.
Mm-hmm.
If she doesn't, there's still going to be things that I'll be able to share with you guys, and you'll know the whole story. You'll know the story of such a journey that we've been on. Things that she has not recognized her children. She's not talked to them, she has not talked to the doctors. But there's times that she will do like a sleep talk, and the things that she's saying is not by random. Is not by random. It is Monique, beautiful, beautiful story. But it's something that I can't wait to go into. I'm going to put my thoughts together. I will put all of the stories together, and they're all going to fit like a puzzle. If she comes through this, she'll be blown away.
Mm-hmm. Because she didn't think she was that strong when she is.
But the spiritual journey and the things that her daughters asked me to explain of her mama talking about has been just wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's helped her daughter get her faith back. Because, when people are hurt by a church, they feel like God doesn't love them anymore. And God, it's not God. If you're hurt by somebody, God doesn't judge. And it was
God is not spiteful. He doesn't punish us with pain.
So, when asked the question, does God still love me? You guys, that I sent a message to the girls, please pray that God gives me the correct words, the way to answer. And I was to be able to tell somebody God never walks away from us. He never walks away from us. So there's things that's come out of all of this. All right, Ben. I will. I'll send an email today. I sure will. But it's just bittersweet today. Terry, I did put on my makeup today. It's hard having so much sad in your heart and go through the motions of doing our Friday hat day. But yes, today is bittersweet. But I know now that makes sense. That makes sense, Kent.
Absolutely.
That is kind of what's going on. That is kind of what's going on. There's no fear. None of the things that have been said during her coma or during this, none of it has been anything about fear. There's no fear of where she's at. So, bless her heart. Bless her heart. I love that girl, and I met her because she asked prayer for her goats. She didn't want to lose her goats. So that's how I come across her YouTube. She wanted to keep her animals, and that's how I met her. And it has been a wonderful time in my life. There's channels with 10,000 people. There's channels that they'll end up after they're through 3,000 people's watched them. But you guys, I'll say it's quality. It doesn't have to be quantity. To have each one of you guys come on here and help build us up, I can never express. Yes.
Darlene, we've been on almost an hour.
We have.
And it's almost time for Rank to call.
And I'm just now getting to where I'm feeling a little bit better in my shoulder, but I can't push it.
And I need to go finish what I was working on earlier.
Don't overdo it, Traci.
I'll try.
Well, Traci, could you please do our closeout prayer?
Heavenly Father, please bless our family across the world, across this globe. Please know we have a special request for a very special friend who is very much in need right now, as are her children, of your loving, healing hands. Please keep Ben's brother in your prayers. And may you reach out and touch him and heal him. May you touch the hearts of all of us that are just brokenhearted with all of this going on. And may you bless everybody's day, family, and their world. Till we see each other again. Amen.
Amen. All right, you guys, I will be back on Monday, and much love to each and every one of you. And thank you for the prayers.
Amen. Thank you so much.